All right. Well, welcome everyone to our December Healthy Living Happy Hour. And I am so excited to have all of you on here. We've got about 40 minutes or so. So if you could just stick with me for about 40 minutes and just hopefully you'll take away some really great information from tonight. This is probably my favorite thing to share about. And you'll see, hopefully hear that in just some of the things that I get to share. We have a little surprise guest speaker as well that's just going to share a little bit too. But I just wanted to start off by giving you the agenda. So basically, Lana Reiner is going to share in a second her success with the 30-day program when she did it the very first time. It's pretty amazing. And then I'm going to basically give you, I'm going to do a little introduction of myself so you know who I am. And then we're going to go through the explanation of what Arbonne's 30-day healthy living program is and what you get when you sign up for this program. And it's not just products, you get a lot of other stuff. And then I will specifically talk about the products that we use in this program and why they do what they do. At the very end, and if you have a question while we're going, just hold that to the end. Maybe write it down so you don't forget, and then we'll open it up at the end, and I'll stay on as long as people have questions, which is totally great. And then if you are ready to jump off or you don't have any questions, you can just click end meeting and you can be done. So I want to introduce Lana. So Lana is a consultant. She's a district manager, and she has been, well, I'll let her kind of introduce herself, but she has a pretty powerful story. I have helped hundreds of people on this 30-day program, myself included, my husband, many family members and friends and clients, and I've had all kinds of results. Lana is probably one of the top of as far as her success, and so I'm so excited that she's going to share how the program went for her. So she's going to just share for a few minutes and give you some tidbits of information. So Lana, I'll let you take it away, and then I'll take over when you're done.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Susanna. I appreciate you asking me to share my story. It is a very exciting story. At least I'm always excited when I get to tell it. So I started Arbonne back in June, the middle of June, and decided right away that I wanted to do the 30-day program. I was extremely excited to try the products and see how they would work for me, mainly because I was kind of at a point in my life where I'm not quite menopausal, but I'm almost there, and I was, experiencing a lot of weight gain. I was experiencing a lot of medical issues. I was extremely fatigued all the time, and so I had been looking for something. And when I heard about Arbonne's program, of course, I had to jump right on and try it. So I decided to do my 30-day challenge in the month of July. So what I ended up doing is I got the fit kit, and I had already started kind of using some of the other products. I was using the RE9 line, and then I decided in the middle of my 30-day challenge to go ahead and switch over to all of my body products were changed out. And so I was really trying very hard to do a full detox, because that's really what the 30-day program is for, is, detoxifying and getting rid of all the junk in your body. And I think with my success is that I was really carrying around pounds and pounds of junk in my body. And when I did the challenge, switching the products and, following the clean eating, I noticed results right away. The first week, I noticed results in my energy level, how I was feeling, and it was just absolutely amazing to me. I am very fortunate in the fact that I was able to lose 30 pounds on my 30-day challenge, and since then, doing the maintenance, I've lost an additional 10 pounds, and I have gained nothing back. Even though the weight loss to me is absolutely amazing, I think the biggest benefit to me is how I'm feeling. I don't think I even felt this good when I was 20 years old, and I am very far from 20 years old now. But I just really think that that the detoxifying everything is the part that worked for me. I saw results very quickly, and I literally felt like I was melting away. When you're on a diet and you're working out and you're trying so hard to do good, you don't always feel it right away. And so for me, that was the biggest piece of it. And my weight loss was obviously very noticeable. I've had people come up to me and ask me, what I'm doing, how does this work? I've gotten several customers and other consultants in my team doing the 30-day challenge as well. And everyone, I have not heard one person ever say this didn't work at all. Everybody's noticing weight gain. Everybody's noticing the energy level increase, and just feeling better. So I am literally a walking commercial for this. Hence, I'm sure the reason why Susanna asked me to share with you all, because this program is amazing, and it's not just a diet. It's really a lifestyle change for me. I will never go back to eating like I did before. I honestly know when I cheat, if you will. I can tell right away. I used to have bloating and water retention and, the fatigue and all of those things, and I don't have them anymore. Even, when I cheat a little bit, it doesn't, I feel it, but it doesn't affect me overall. I think my body's able to just kind of keep working at, getting detox done. So I will highly recommend it to anyone. If anybody has any questions or wants to talk to me personally about my experience, I'm more than happy to share. So, get my number from your consultant and, give me a call anytime. I'd love to share my story.
Thank you,
there
Anna.
anything else that I need to share?
Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. I think it's super powerful to hear from people that have done it, and it's in their first time. Like, I've done it many times, and different results each time, but I love hearing from people that started this program, started these products, and just had tons of success. So
yep, feel fantastic. Thanks.
You look amazing. That picture.
Oh, thank you,
Marty. People like, wow, you look so great, and you look good in red. So keep wearing.
Oh, thank you. All right. Well, I'll mute myself and let you take over then. Thanks.
Thanks, Lana. All right. Okay, that was amazing. So let me just do a quick little background so you know who I am. I am Susanna Hake. I'm a regional vice president and an independent consultant with Arbonne. I've been with the company for 5.5 years, almost to the I started this business when I was feeling, my husband and I were in a really terrible financial situation that we had been really doing quite well for quite a few years. The real estate market was booming, and I was teaching, and I left teaching to stay home with my kids, and I started a business on the side. Life was just amazing. And then the real estate market kind of crashed, and our life really took a turn. And I talk to people specifically about that, not because I want people to feel sorry for me. And, when I tell people, we actually lost about $10 million in property that we had worked really hard for years to achieve. And I would do it all over again, to be honest, because I think we got to a point where we took so many things for granted. We do not do that anymore. And when Arbonne came into my life, I have to be honest, I thought Arbonne was skincare and cosmetics. And I am a boy mom through and through. I'm a tomboy. I do like to get dressed up and look nice, but for the most part, I'm not really a product girl. And my girlfriend at the time was not really a super close friend of mine, but she approached me about Arbonne and said, I really think you need to look at this. I know you guys are struggling, and this could really change your life. And of course, I was, resistant and proud, and like, oh, I would never do that. And it turns out that it was just the thing that I needed. And I thank her every day for pushing me. She really had to, I think we met 5 times. And I just didn't see it for myself. And then I found out that we sold nutrition. And then I was like, well, maybe I could learn a little bit about that. And what happened was I started using the products, and within a week, I was like, wow, okay, when you love something and you know that it can add value to you or your family or your friends, that's when it makes it kind of feasible for you to do it as a business. So for me to go and sell something like jewelry or, candles, and not to rip on any of those other companies, because there's some amazing companies out there that would not be authentic to me, and that's not something that I feel like I'm adding value, that just wasn't a fit. This, on the other hand, every single time I sit down with somebody, I feel like I'm adding value to them. They may not decide to use Arbonne, but I know that I've connected with them and I've shared really important information with them, like I'm going to share tonight, and then it's up to them to make that decision if it's a fit. So that's kind of where we're hoping you are at tonight. You've been invited by either myself or a consultant who cares about you, cares about your health. And so all our job is tonight is to educate you, and then you need to, kind of mull this over, ask the questions that you need to, get answered, and then hopefully you'll join us on this journey in several different capacities, and I'll talk about some of those at the end as well. So the purpose of tonight, what I'm going to share with you, is specifically about Arbonne's 30-day detox program. And I use the word detox very loosely, because I think some people think detox, their mind goes right to, oh, I don't do those, you don't eat, like I could never do that. And that's not what this is. So it's really called a healthy living program. It's not a detox, true to the word, but we tend to throw out that word detox or cleanse, because you really are cleansing your body, but we're going to explain how you do that. We do this through a closed Facebook group, which I'll explain a little bit more about at the end. Amazing mentoring. So the person that invited you to be on this call is going to be doing the program with you. It's not like, sure, buy these products and good luck, let me know how it is after 28 days. We are doing this with you, so we are feeling the same things you are feeling. Which is a huge thing. I think you can come to us, or you can ask a question and we're like, yep, that's normal, or well, let's tweak this, let's do that. So just know that you're not in this alone. Okay, so what I want to talk really quick about is, before I introduce a little bit about the company, is that toxins enter your body in 3 ways, okay? So they enter in through air, through your food, and through your skin. So I'm focusing solely on the things that you put in your mouth, the things that you eat. But like Lana mentioned, once she got hooked on the nutrition products, she started using our skincare and our body care and toothpaste, all those other things, because she was really trying to cleanse her body from the inside out. And what you put on your skin is just as important. So know that Arbonne does have options. Talk to the consultant who invited you. Go look at the catalog online. We have over 450 vegan products that are not going to contain animal fillers and all the nasty stuff that you're more likely to find when you go to a regular store. Okay, so a little bit about the company. This will just take a minute. Arbonne is almost 38 years old, so we have been focused on being green and vegan and toxin-free since almost for 4 decades. So we have a history of pure products. We are botanically based, vegan certified, formulated without gluten, dairy and soy free, non-GMO, no cholesterol, no trans fats, no dyes, no colors, no artificial flavors or sweeteners. We never test any animals, and we don't use parabens. That's just a portion of the things that we don't have. We have more, but those are kind of the ones that we like to highlight. We can, get you more information if you're really intrigued by really safe products. The big disclaimer that I like to let people know is that this 30-day program is not a diet. And Lana mentioned this as well. This is a lifestyle program. The first time my husband and I did this program was 5 years ago in January. So it'll be 5 years on January 2nd. And we have not gone back to, we don't use vegetable oil. I mean, we don't even really use olive oil. We use all coconut oil. We have, so some of the things that we adapted, we don't use soy sauce, we use Bragg's. So there are so many things that we have never gone back to. And I know that has made a huge impact in our health and the way our kids eat too. So the idea is that you're going to learn things that are not so crazy, outrageous that you could only handle for 30 days. These are things you could adapt for life. Okay. If you need to lose weight, you will. If you don't need to lose weight, you won't. You shouldn't. I think in my history of 5.5 years, I've had 2 people do this program that lost weight that didn't want to. What happens is you will a lot of times lose inches because you're losing all the inflammation, which doesn't always show up on the scale. And I'm one of those people, I don't care what the number on the scale is. I know some people are different. I don't care what the number is on the scale. It's how my clothes fit and how I feel. That's more important to me. This program will definitely reveal allergenic foods and help you eliminate the toxins, which is why the results are so great. It will reduce your cravings. So if you're addicted to sugar, you're addicted to, dairy and things like that, it will reset your metabolism and, give you that kind of starting at baseline again, which it's meant for many of us, it's been years and years since we felt that. I'm going to show you guys something. See if I can get this to work. Hold on one second. And then tell me if you guys can see this. Someone just give me a thumbs up because I know you're muted. Okay, so I like to share this because, again, this is not a diet. I think this visual is really important in what we teach. We are nutritionally rebalancing. So when you look at the red arrows, when you diet, many people, we've all done this, you calorie cut, you work out extra, you do lose weight, but it increases your toxic density. And then what happens is you rebound. So you rebound, your body just triggers that and goes right back into, where the weight is regained. What we want to do is focus on cleansing at the cellular level, which removes the toxins from your body. And what really, you can shed fat. Lana is proof of that. I wish we should have had you show before and after picture, Lana. But it literally, when you remove the toxins from your body, those pounds shed away. And then you maintain it by managing those toxins. What happens when you eat clean? So that's a really powerful document there. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so what I want to do now is talk about the 5 keys to our detox. While I'm doing that, I will mention some of the products that kind of go under that category. So feel free to take notes if you want, or just listen and we can get you, there's a really great document we have too, and I'm going to show that in a second, that talks about this in detail. So the first one is we're going to talk about eating clean. Second one is increasing your nutrient intake. Third one is eliminating acidic and allergenic foods, which I didn't even know what acidic foods were. I thought citrus food, that's how much I didn't know. So if you're saying, oh, I wonder what that is, don't worry, you're not alone. Number 4 is balance your blood sugar. And then number 5 is we're going to talk about supporting your elimination organs, which is super important. So I mentioned at the beginning really quick that we have this amazing 30-day program. I want to just touch on a couple things that you get with that program. So the meals are amazing, and we have brand new meals that we just started in November, and I was, after 5 years kind of doing some of the same meals, I was super excited about getting those. I'm just going to mute out. Somebody's not muted. There we go. So the meals are amazing. And then you can post on this group. It's a closed private group. So when you post a question, you can certainly email your consultant, but sometimes it's nice to kind of get other people's opinions. You will get a lot of feedback, I'm sure. So be prepared when you ask a question, you'll get a lot of answers back. But you might ask, what's everyone's favorite, salad dressing that's, for the cleanse? And you'll get all kinds of responses. So it is an amazing resource that we have, and we post a daily information, And then there's sometimes videos. I mean, it is so informational, you guys. So if anything, that is where, you know, you're going to learn the most information, but also to have those accountability partners and places where you can ask questions is great. Okay, so number one, if you remember, was eating clean. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So we're going to choose food that is free from pesticides, hormones, antibiotics, saturated fats, trans fat, artificial colors, flavors, and sweeteners. Okay, so if you look in your pantry, there's probably quite a few things that you'd have to either get rid of or just avoid, because it's surprising how many things in our house right now have some of those things. So you guys, all of Arbonne's products fit the description that I just mentioned. They don't have any of that. The other thing I didn't mention is that we have a shopping list that comes with the recipes. It is super easy. These are not ingredients that you've never heard of. They're not like you can only get them at Whole Foods. You can find these ingredients at Target, at Hy-Vee. So don't feel like you have to, you know, go to these obscure places and get all this crazy stuff. So that's eating clean, eating food free of all that junk. Number two, we're going to increase your nutrient intake. And I want to share a fact. This is a statistic that I think is just fascinating. So in 1966, okay, before probably all of you were born, that's before I was born, 1966, 100 gram serving of green beans had 56 grams of calcium. Okay, so I'll say that one more time. 100 grams serving of green beans had 56 grams of calcium. In 1999, that same serving of green beans had 37 grams of calcium. So it went from 56 to 37 just by the things, the way that things are planted with, you know, just the soil and the way we've changed things and GMO and things like that. So what's happened is we crave more food because we don't get the nutrients that we used to back then, or we eat more as a generation than our parents and grandparents because food was actually healthier. So we're going to use Arbonne's products to increase your nutrient intake. Number three, we're going to eliminate acidic and allergenic foods. Okay, so this is where people get a little nervous because they know that this is the part that tells them what they can't eat. So yes, there are things that we have you avoid, but we substitute them with things that are very, very good and taste good. You're not going to be feeling like you're just you craving so much. Trust me, after a couple of days, you will notice a big change. So what this does is helps you reset your thermostat. So when your body, so what you can find out how your body's going to react once you add those foods back in your diet. So for 4 weeks, this is what we're going to avoid: refined sugar, which is horrible for you anyway, dairy, gluten, soy, coffee, alcohol, and corn. Okay, vinegar also is another one. So what we're doing, you guys, is we're eliminating foods that are very acidic. Coffee is very acidic, even though some studies will say coffee is good for you. You know, a glass of wine is good. For this particular program, we are just not doing anything that is acidic. There's a scale that you can, we have it, and we posted on the 30-day page that shows you the alkaline scale. It's pretty fascinating. The foods, even healthy foods, are very acidic. So we're just going to avoid some of that. So a lot of people ask, why no dairy? So dairy is very acidic. It's mucus forming, and it also contributes to acne. It causes inflammation in the midsection. That's why so many people that eat a lot of cheese and drink a lot of milk and just have a lot of dairy in their diet tend to carry weight around the middle. Whey, obviously a lot of people have heard of whey in protein shakes. We avoid whey because whey is a form of dairy, and it is also very hard for people to absorb and digest, and it causes a lot of bloating. So that is something that we also avoid. And you guys, we have a vegan, obviously our whole company is vegan certified, so our protein is vegan, which you can build lean muscle mass with vegan protein. Many Olympic athletes use it, and we have lots of testimonials from bodybuilders even that swear by plant-based protein. Let's see. Oh, and then we also avoid gluten and soy. And you, again, very acidic, hard to digest. They're very often allergenic. Soy mimics estrogen, so we avoid that at all costs, and you should anyway. And I would challenge you guys to ask the consultant that invited you to get on this call to have them send you this document that we share with people about mineral oil. Mineral oil and estrogen have the same kind of effect on the body because they mask as estrogen. And most products in your house that you put on your skin, unfortunately, have mineral oil in them. So ask your consultant for that document. They can email it to you or get it to you pretty easily. And then number 4, we're talking about balancing your blood sugar. So you guys, this is really interesting. Your body produces insulin in response to eating acidic carbs and sugar. So what it does is it signals a drop in your blood sugar. So once your blood sugar levels drop, you go into fat storage mode, okay, which is what we don't want. We can avoid unnecessary insulin production by eating small meals throughout the day and then using our protein shakes as meal replacements for 2 of those meals because they are very low on the glycemic index, which I'll talk about in a second. And then all of our Buns products are alkaline, very alkaline and not acidic. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about step 5, but also throw in a lot of the products to talk about those. So we're going to change 2 meals a day, and it can be breakfast and dinner, breakfast and lunch. Kind of depends on maybe your work schedule, what is easiest for you to do your shakes. Most people do breakfast and lunch. So we're going to take 2 of our meals as protein shakes. So I'm going to talk about the protein so you can see how big a bag is. This is 30 servings. We have chocolate and vanilla, 20 grams of vegan protein, and let's see, 13 grams of carbs and a complete amino acid profile. You guys, the most important thing in my opinion is that these taste very, very good. A lot of protein out there. I hear all kinds of ways people describe their protein. Oh, I have to choke it down. I have to plug my nose. I'm like, really? So this, I think for the average person, it has to taste good or they will not drink it. I promise you, this tastes so great. I can drink it plain just with water or almond milk, but I love it with, you know, berries and spinach and almond butter. And we teach you how to make a healthy shake properly. Okay, so when I talk about I like to call it the Fit Kit, but it's a healthy living program, what comes in the package if you buy it that way. When you buy it that way, you get it packaged at 40% off, which is obviously the best price. But I call it a Fit Kit. So if that's what I'm calling it, you're like, what is that? That's what I'm referring to. In that Fit Kit, you get 2 bags of protein. You can get 2 chocolate, 2 vanilla, or 1 of each. You get to choose. The other thing that comes in the kit is our Energy Fizz Sticks, and this is my, cannot go a day without these products. They look like this. They're little packets. So I would usually put this in, I would say 12 to 16 ounces of water. If you put it in a water bottle, you need to drink some of the water out because it does fizz. But a lot of times I just do it in something like this, load it with ice, fill it with water, and then so it stays nice and cold. So these Fizz Sticks are great for replacing coffee, soda, energy drinks. Gives you kind of that pick-me-up whenever you need it. So a lot of people will drink it in the afternoon. I actually drink mine when I work out and then in the afternoon as well. Sometimes, you know, if I have a long drive too, I might have 3 in a day. I have had days where I've had more, but my average is probably 2 to 3. They are very alkaline. So that's the really important thing about this. They're also an appetite suppressant. We have 2 flavors, pomegranate and citrus, and they contain green tea and guarana. And then taurine is what gives it that kind of like clarity and focus, which is what most of us need in the afternoon. You get 2 boxes in the kit as well, and you can choose the flavor. Okay, the next product I'm going to talk about is our Daily Fiber Boost. And this is kind of one of those products it's not super exciting to talk about because it has no taste, it has no texture, it's kind of boring. But it really is probably one of the most important things that I put in my shake because of what it does. So fiber keeps you full longer. So if you are trying to lose weight, this is really important. It also helps pull sugar through your digestive system, which helps in weight loss. Because it doesn't have a taste or a texture, you can add it to anything. I put a scoop in my shake in the morning. I can put it in, we just had spaghetti tonight. I can put some in spaghetti sauce. I sneak it into my youngest son's food all the time because he's so picky. For me, the shake is the easiest way, but you could put it in water and stir it, and it just, starts a little cloudy and then it goes clear. However you need to get fiber, you can, besides eating it with a spoon, you pretty much put it in anything. The other thing that you wouldn't want to add this to a shake that you use as a recovery, because you want the sugar in your shake to help prepare your muscles. So this would only go in meal replacement shakes, or you can put it in food. Okay? 1 scoop is half of what you need in a day for your fiber. It's 12 grams. Most of us only get 5 to 7 grams, and we need about 24 to 30 as adults. So this is a really easy way to do that, and it doesn't taste gross. Okay. Okay, something else that we have, this is not included in the kit, but we have these really fantastic nutrition bars that are brand new. I did not like the other ones. Like, I could not eat them. These are so, so good. They're just sweet enough. There's 10 grams of protein in these and 5 grams of sugar, which is compared to other bars on the market. These are really, really great. I sometimes will leave in the morning and literally forget to eat breakfast, and I'm on my way to work out. I keep these in my glove compartment for that reason, and these will keep me full for not a full morning, but enough that I'm not dying before I can get home and make a shake. So there's 2 flavors, cranberry pumpkin seed, and then dark chocolate is another one. And then we have these Fit Chews. I don't use these a lot, but I do like to point them out because a lot of people will like to add these to their kit. They're just little taffy things. We have 3 flavors. The chocolate tastes like a Tootsie Roll. It's really an appetite suppressant. It's about 30 calories, and you just use it to tide you over to the next meal. Or when I find that I'm on the 30-day program, I will eat one of these while I'm making dinner, so I don't eat half my meal while I'm cooking, because I don't know, I tend to do that. So those Fit Chews are great. There's 30 of them in a bag. Okay, so next is step 5, and then we'll be able to wrap up here. So step 5 is how we support our elimination organs, and we have obviously your kidneys and your liver. And so these products I'm going to talk about now are going to work on those. So we have a 7-day cleanse, and this is, I don't like the name of this because I think people think they have to take it 7 days in a row, and people like to buy this. They see it in the catalog and they go, oh, I'm going to do that 7-day cleanse thing. I'm like, well, you can, but it's not really how it works best. So it looks like this. It's really thin. You shake it up. You put it in 32 ounces of water. I add a half of a lemon and sometimes a citrus fizz stick in there as well, just to, make it taste a little bit better, but it really doesn't taste bad. And you sip on that throughout the day, and we spread this out over the 30 days. And what this is doing is just aiding in that elimination. It is not a laxative. You will not be in the bathroom, but it is really helping kind of shed those the walls of our colon. So that's one thing. And I think most people will say that it tastes better at the end of the month. So the cleaner you are, the better it will taste, which is really interesting. And then this is another one of my favorite products that, again, you don't really see the difference. You can't taste it really. But this is a pro and a prebiotic. And I have so many clients that swear by this product. They use it every day, whether they've had a shake or not. They find a way to get this in their diet. The amount of probiotic that you would have to, if you had a bowl of yogurt, you'd have to eat the bowl size of a steering wheel to get the digestive enzymes of probiotic that are in one of these sticks. And they're like that. So how I do this, I put it in my shake in the morning, and then I don't taste it. It's fine. A lot of people will put it in a little bit of water and just stir it quick and chug it. It has a little bit of a taste like sweet tea, but not really great tasting sweet tea. I don't think it tastes great, but I always put it in my shake and then I don't taste it. So people, you know, experiment different ways. Some people pour it right on their tongue and then just swish it down with water. I mean, whatever works for you. But here's the thing about this product, you guys. So this is where it's going to deal with gut health. Okay, so listen to this statistic. 90% of serotonin is in your gut. So, and serotonin influences everything, your mood, your appetite, your sleep, your memory. So when your gut is not doing well, it affects how you feel. It affects everything about you. So it's really important. We always say happy gut, happy person. You have to have, you know, take care of your gut. 80% of your immune system is in your gut. So when you think about, you know, that maybe those people that are constantly sick, they've always got something, ear infection or a cold or a cough or sinus infection. You know, maybe it's something about their gut health. So think about how you could really take care of a lot of those issues if your gut was in check. Also your skin. So different things like that. It's all coming from your gut health. It's crazy how important it is to take care of your gut. You get 1 box of that in the kit. So there's 30 sticks in there. And then we have our detox tea, which I was never a big tea drinker before Arbonne, but I love this herbal detox tea. It's decaffeinated. I can drink it in the morning in replace of my coffee when I'm on the cleanse. And I actually don't drink that much coffee anymore. I used to just drink a cup or 2 or 3 a day. And then in the afternoon, now I go for my tea because I just want something warm in the winter. This is really an amazing product. And this is working on liver and kidney function. It's got milk thistle and other herbs. And like I said, it's caffeine free. And you guys, the liver is your major detoxifying organ. And your kidneys filter up to 200 quarts of blood a day. Those organs are super important that we take care of them. Again, you don't see them necessarily, and you know, when you work out hard, you're not going to see that, oh, my liver and kidneys are doing well. This is really important. It's all happening, you know, inside there. So what we do with these products is really making a difference. Okay, so that's pretty much it for products. And I just want to wrap up with, let me show you one more thing here. So this is the document that you're going to get. So it's a really long, it's a book basically, and it's going to talk about, you know, it's going to give you some of the statistics about Arbonne, but here it talks about each of the products and what they do, all the things that come in the kit, and then it talks about these are some extra products. We have a great evolution set if you're really looking at using a metabolism support or full control to take 30 minutes before you eat. Here's some of those extra. We have supplements and bars. I'm trying not to go too fast so you don't throw up. It gives you like what your plate should look like, this, you know, and the things that we're going to remove and the things that we'll replace with. Okay, and all of this is going to be in detail on your in the 30-day program. And these are just some questions and some goal setting, you know, whether I recommend people do that, but I just wanted to make sure I shared that with you. And then here's the deal, you guys. You can change a few habits. You could just, like I started with just a protein shake every morning. That's all I wanted to do. I wasn't willing to commit. I was kind of skeptical a little bit, but I didn't eat breakfast forever. And I thought if I can just start with eating breakfast, with making a shake, I'm way better than I was. So that's how I started. And so you can just make a couple little tweaks, or you can start in January. Our next program starts on the 2nd. Well, actually starts on the 1st, but a lot of people I think will start on the 2nd or maybe even the 3rd, just based on travel and New Year's Day and that kind of stuff. But we're going to start the post on January 1st because it's a Monday. So you can commit to the 30-day program, or you can, you know, decide to just do a few of the steps. If you decide you want to, you know, do this program that starts January 1st, the products come in like 3 or 4 days, so you have some time. We recommend that people don't wait too long though, because you just don't want things to get delayed. You want your products before you start so you can be all organized. So I'm going to show this now so you can see when we talk about, whoops, get rid of that one. Okay. So this is really the kind of the most popular packages, and I want to talk about, this is really where this nutrition kit is right here. So as a preferred client, which is what most people will do, obviously it makes sense when you're buying the nutrition program, it's valued at $561, and you, as a preferred client, pay $260 plus your membership, and then you get a free gift. So this is really where you can save 40% on this package, which makes it really affordable. It ends up being about $8.50 a day. And you guys, if you think that that's like a lot of money, I mean, it is. You're paying for it all at once. But here's the deal. I've done the math. Not buying alcohol, not going out to lunch, not doing all those extra things that we normally do when we're eating like we normally do, you actually can save yourself money and you're going to feel so much better. So that is, you know, kind of the price point for that. Obviously, you know, there's options, and this also is free shipping too when you do it this way. You can also just become a preferred client and pick and choose a few of the items, but I really recommend people just jump in and do the whole program with us. And then I want to mention, okay, can you guys see this one? Whoops. Okay, why is that not moving? Okay, I can't move it for some reason. So I want to talk about this campaign. This is stinking awesome. So if you are a consultant already or a wholesale buyer, this is what you can do. But if you're not, just disregard this part down here. I'll talk about that in a minute. So if you are somebody who is brand new to Arbonne, you were invited to watch tonight and learn a little bit more about our program. If you were like, I really want to do this, but I'd much rather do it with some friends, you can get 3 people to do it with you. It could be a mom, a husband, a boyfriend, a sister, a neighbor, a coworker. If you can find 3 people who are like, yep, I'll do this with you, and they're going to sign up for the Fit Kit, you get $425 in product for $90. That's basically the entire, well, it is the entire Fit Kit, and you're basically paying $90 for it. Now, this part down here is if you are a consultant or a wholesale buyer, which means you're not really doing the business, but you love to get your products at the best price possible, then you actually earn the commission off of those Fit Kits as well, which would be about $140 from those 3 orders. So if you're looking at it as a way to, well, I definitely am smart. I like to get my stuff at the best price possible. I also love to share great products with people, but I don't really know that I see myself starting a business. This is a great option for people. And if you don't really want to do this bottom part and sign up as a consultant or a wholesale buyer, you can still earn the $425 for $90. And it's basically by referring a few people to the consultant who invited you. So like if Morgan's on, if you're a consultant or a client of Morgan's and you say, yep, I'd like to get 3 people, but I just want the free product, I don't want to sign up as a consultant, then those people get linked to Morgan. But if you're like, well, what does that mean actually? I could earn $140? Yeah. What if I do that twice? What if I have such good results in January that I want to do it with 3 other people in February? Yep, you can do that again. So there's no limit to it. So that's kind of that. I did want to mention this too. I don't know if you guys can see this one, but this is when you sign up as a preferred client, brand new in your first month, you get a free gift, and this is the list of choices. It's kind of small, but they range from like $40 up to $98. This one right here is $98. I guess this one's $38, so that's the cheapest, but all kinds of great things that you get to choose for free. You can choose a nutrition product or you can choose something different. So, okay, so I am just going to wrap up with that, you guys. I guess the last thing I'll just mention, and then I'll stop the recording, and then you guys can ask questions if you need to, is, you know, I started this business because we needed income. Okay, I don't do the business now it's not about the income anymore. It's really about helping and serving others. I do love my paycheck, but if I never made any more money than I'm making now, I would be totally okay with it. The great thing is my paycheck continues to grow every month based on the people that I share these products with. And it's really it's a no-brainer for people when they learn about Arbonne. So if you feel like, you want to learn how to turn an expense, all of you guys buy these products already. You brush your teeth, you use mascara, you might drink energy drinks or soda or coffee, you take showers, hopefully. So all of these products we buy through Arbonne, and I have turned that expense into an income for myself. I do my business from my phone. I do 90% of my business from my phone. I can do it anywhere. And then obviously from my laptop. And then of course, my favorite thing is to meet people in person. So I do love the person belly to belly thing, but so much of my business is done through the internet, which makes it pretty easy. And really, you guys, we have such a strong mentoring program that we really link arms with you. We do not let you fail. The only way you fail is if you quit. So, there's just so much value to this. If you are at all intrigued about learning how to make a little bit of extra money from $200 a month to $10,000 a month, and I know that number probably seems like, oh yeah, whatever. Well, I'll tell you that that's not whatever. I mean, regional vice presidents earn between $4,000 and $16,000 a month, and national vice presidents earn about $264,000 a year. And some of my very best friends are national vice presidents. And there's just a lot of opportunity. Again, it's not always about the money, though. It's about, helping others. So if I said anything that intrigued you and you just want more information, you have complete access to have a conversation with me and your consultant anytime. I love to talk to people about this. But I challenge you to consider, doing the December campaign and asking some people to do this program with you, hosting for your consultant, looking at the business. We just really like to get out in front of more people and share these products with them. So I'm going to stop recording here for a second.